Student, welcome to the electrical machine lab. Today we are going to perform dynamic or rheostatic braking of DC motor practical. For this we required a machines. The nameplate detail is motor is about 5 HP, speed is rated 1500 RPM, armature voltage 220, field voltage 220, field current is of 0.7 ampere. Field voltage is of shunt type, field winding is shunt type, and armature current is 19 ampere. And the apparatus we required for this practical is tachometer, voltmeter, ammeter, and load bank, resistive load bank. The electrical braking are of three types: regenerative braking, dynamic braking, or rheostatic braking. And number 3 is plugging. Today we are going to perform dynamic braking or rheostatic braking, in which we are going to disconnect the armature from the supply and connect it to the load, resistive load. This method makes the machine work as a generator, but it dissipates the power into the external resistor connected. In this braking method, armature is disconnected from the supply, but at the same time it is connected to the resistive load. And when it is disconnected from the supply, but at the same time field winding remain connected to the supply, so what that machine will act as a generator and convert kinetic energy stored in the moving part into an electrical energy, which will be dissipated as a heat in dynamic resistance. For good rate of retardation, the dynamic resistance should be a variable, so we are using the rheostat. This method of braking is called rheostatic braking. Precaution: all the connections should be tight. Never touch the live terminal during the experiment. Before changing the connection, switch off the supply properly. Increase the load carefully. Always use the starter of proper rating. Always wear the shoes while working. Avoid wearing loose clothes, chains, etc. Make proper contact when measuring with tachometer. The connection as per this circuit diagram, the connection is very easy to understand. We will take the DC supply, positive and negative, and we will give the positive supply to starter L terminal, and from starter F terminal we will continue the field winding connection of the motor. From F terminal we will go to the ammeter, from ammeter to rheostat, from rheostat to field winding, and from field winding we will go back to the negative terminal of the DC supply. And further what we will do, we will take the A terminal of the starter and connect to the double pole 2A switch one direction, means 1A, terminal 1A, and the negative supply of the DC supply to the 2A terminal of the double pole 2A switch. This is the double pole 2A switch in this box. This is the double pole 2A switch. This double pole 2A switch is bidirectional, means when we switch position to 1, it will connect the supply to the armature, and when we change this switch to position 2, it will disconnect the armature from the supply and connect it to the load. So what we'll do, this is the center terminal, middle terminal 1 and 2. We will take the terminal 1 and connect it via ammeter to the armature of the DC motor, and terminal 2 we will connect to the double A terminal of the armature. So means center terminal we are connecting the armature. From terminal 1 and terminal 2 we are connected to the armature of the DC supply. At the same time we will connect the voltmeter parallel to the armature, across the armature. Now we will connect the double pole 2A switch third terminal, means terminal 1B and 2B, to the load. 1B will go to the load, similarly the 2B will also go to the load. Now our connection is completed. Main is to understand the function of the double pole 2A switch. the double pole 2A switch, when we keep at the P1 position, it will connect the armature to the supply, and when we keep it to the position 2, it will disconnect from the supply, the armature from the supply, and at the same time it will connect the armature to the load. And when we keep this double pole 2A switch to off position, it will disconnect the armature from the supply. This is on which we are going to perform this practical, and this is the nameplate details of this machine, and this is the panel on which we will perform the practical. And above there is the resistive load bank which we require for the practical, and we also require the rheostat. This is a rheostat on which we will perform the practical. Connect the positive terminal of the DC supply to the L terminal of the 3-point starter. F terminal of the 3-point starter to the 2 ampere DC ammeter, moving coil ammeter. Now I will connect the 2 ampere ammeter other terminal to the rheostat variable terminal. Now I will connect the rheostat fixed terminal with this yellow wire to the field winding of the DC motor, Z terminal of the field winding. Now I will connect the double Z terminal of the DC motor, field winding of the DC motor, to the negative terminal of the DC supply. Now I will connect A terminal of the 3-point starter to the 1A terminal of the double pole 2A switch. You can see it clearly. Now I will connect the negative terminal of the DC supply to 2A terminal of the double pole 2A switch. Now I will connect the center middle terminal, and terminal number 1 of the 2-point double pole 2A switch to the 10 ampere DC ammeter. And from other terminal of 10 ampere DC, I will connect the wire to the A terminal of the armature winding. And now I will connect the 2 terminal of the double pole 2A switch to the double A terminal of the armature winding. Now for rheostatic braking, we have to connect the wire, connecting wires to the resistive load terminal. So I will connect red wire to the red terminal like this, you can see, and black wire to the black terminal. The other end of this wire I will connect to the double pole 2A switch 1B terminal, red wire to the 1B terminal and black wire to the 2B terminal. हम रियोस्टेट को बताएंगे मिनिमम पोजीशन पे लाएंगे, स्विच ऑन करने के पहले मोटर को, ये हम रियोस्टेट को मिनिमम पोजीशन पे ला रहे हैं. हमारा रियोस्टेट हमने मिनिमम पोजीशन पे लेके आ गए लाइक दिस. नाउ वी विल स्विच ऑन द डीसी सप्लाई with this MCB, and thereafter that we will run the starter to the run position. We are increasing the speed with the help of the rheostat, and we are increasing the speed up to the 1600 RPM by adjusting the rheostat like this. Now with the help of the tachometer we will measure the speed and increase the speed to the 1600 RPM above the rated speed. 1600 RPM, it is now 15. The switch to the off position. By this, the armature will disconnect from the supply. Done. At the same time, we will start the stopwatch and we will note the reading of the stopwatch. What will happen? You see the motor will stop. Motor is stopping now. Now you can see the motor is stopping.
Now, when the motor stop, we will stop the stopwatch.
Now we will switch off the DC supply and note out the reading in the observation table. हम पोजीशन पे लाएंगे स्विच ऑन करने के पहले मोटर को, ये हम रियोस्टेट को मिनिमम पोजीशन पे ला रहे हैं. हमारा रियोस्टेट हमने मिनिमम पोजीशन पे लेके आ गए. Now we will bring this double pole two-way switch to P1 position. Now we will switch on the DC supply. Now we will again switch on the DC supply. After that, now again we will start the 3-point starter to a run position like this, and we will again increase the rheostat to bring the speed above the rated speed of the motor. We are bringing the speed to the above the rated speed of the motor and measuring the speed with the help of the tachometer. Now we will bring the switch to P2 position. Now the armature is disconnected from the supply, and it is at the same time it is connected to the load, resistive load. Now we will again switch on the stopwatch, and now you can see the motor is getting stopped. At the same time we will note down the stopwatch reading, and we will note down this reading in the observation table. The DC supply, we will note down the reading in the observation table. 61 second without braking and 21 second with rheostatic braking. In dynamic or rheostat braking, the armature is disconnected from the supply, and at the same time it is connected to the resistor. This method is an inefficient method because all the generated energy is dissipated as the heat in the resistance.